What's up? What's going on? I dislike doing videos like this. Just want to let you all know this before I begin. I know you all are quick to revoke my black card, even though at the end of the day I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? It's of no use to me. You know, you all are quick to call me a sellout and to say that I'm a traitor of my race. You know, and that's fine. It comes with the territory. You know, when I talk about issues like this, but I've came to the conclusion, you know, and for those that, you know, follow me and that look at my videos, you already know what I'm about to say. I've came to the conclusion that not only am I going to stay out of these major cities, I'm actually going to stay out of the black cities as well. Like cities like Atlanta, Chicago, and the list goes on of black cities. You know, cities that's, you know, predominantly minorities or blacks or ran by minorities. I'm done. Those cities, it's not my opinion. Don't you understand that? Y'all love Jay-Z, right? So Jay-Z said, numbers never lie, people do. So the statistics, the numbers that's in those black cities, crime-wise, are ridiculous. Ridiculous. You have some of the most corruption, violence, crime, murder, chaos, infrastructure ain't right when black people are in control of these cities. Should I say this? Because I know non-blacks are looking at this, and I don't want y'all to get things misconstrued. When NIGGASs are running a city, because there's a difference between the two. And by the end of this video, for all you non-blacks, you'll be able to know the difference, because there is a definitive difference between black people and the niggas. That plain and simple. So yeah, man, I'm staying out of cities like Atlanta. I don't want no parts of it. It used to be a time, no, seriously, it used to be a time where it was fun to be around black people. It was safe. It was, you know, a beautiful thing to be around your own. But those days are over. And nowadays, the black culture represents deaf culture. And whenever you see a bunch of black people, or should I say NIGGASs, congregate all in one spot, you best know that that's going to be some trouble. So, I know what you non-blacks are going to say. You're going to be like, well, I've seen a bunch of black people congregate in one spot, and nothing ever happened. Well, guess what? Those weren't the NIGGASs. Well, the non-blacks will say this, or how can I tell a difference? Well, first, it's obvious. In the behavior. The NIGGASs have a behavior pattern that's impetuous, meaning it's just spontaneous. It's 1 to 100. The blacks have a behavior pattern that goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, and it never accelerates to the point where you're going to get in a physical fight unless someone puts their hands on that black person. Other than that, the average black person knows how to verbally handle themselves when they're in an argument, a verbal argument. Matter of fact, to be real with you, the average real black man or woman won't even take the time of day to entertain that type of fuckery. If they know that they talking to an ignorant person, if they know that that person's gonna waste their time, they ain't got no time of day for that person. And that's real talk. And then the second thing, how you can tell the difference between the two, is dead giveaway. I should have said that. That was the first one. Is what they have on. Regular black folks dress conservative. You know, women, they don't wear any revealing clothes unless, you know, you're at a beach or something like that, where, you know, you're at a beach. You want to wear less clothes in the sun, in the water. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, real black women know how to take care of themselves. They know how to treat a man. They know how to treat their family. They're respectful. They're feminine. That's real talk. They don't wear skirts that's revealing their panties and stuff like that. They don't wear skin tight pants or any of that. Any of that. They don't even listen to that raunchy ass music that Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and the list goes on make. The men. You won't see real black men wearing their pants sagging. And I'm gonna be real with you. I have to tone down on my cursing. Real black men don't curse as much as I do. We all know that the Anglo-Saxon language is a cursed language because, of course, this is not our original language. But overall, I definitely need to stop cursing. But we do realize that, you know, regular curse words and regular words are just all the same. Still not our language. So we're cursed. You get what I'm saying? Every time we speak the Anglo-Saxon language, we're cursed. Because we're not speaking our own. Please tell me. I just want to know. Tears going to come down my eye if you're not on that level of knowing that this is not our language. But yeah, man, you know, we don't curse. We don't use vulgar language when it comes to when we're around women and children. You know what I'm saying? We're respectful. We're responsible adults. We take care of our children. We invest. We want to build a legacy that we want to leave behind so that our family that we leave behind can have generational wealth. So seriously, the differences in the NIGGASs and the regular black people are just dead giveaways. You can see it, you can hear it, and to a certain extent, you can smell it. Because regular black people, please. We got a scent to go with each. For real outfit. That's real talk. But when it comes to the NIGGASs, I mean, they good for washing their ass with some Irish Spring or some shit. That's about it. Anything that they can get from the dollar store or from Walmart. Irish Spring, Dove, you name it. Well, Dove is a little too expensive for them. I say, well, Irish Spring, what's the other one? I haven't used those type of soaps in so long. Wow, what's the other one? Ivory soap. That shit is... Ivory soap is just as bad as paint thinner when it comes to our melanin. That ivory soap will take the melanin off your skin. That's how strong that shit is. Woo! But whatever. Whenever you go in the hood, you go, excuse me, can I go use your bathroom for a second? Oh shit! Yo, y'all got me bugging in here. You go in here, use that bathroom. See that big ass plug of white soap? And if it ain't that, it's that Irish spring soap. We got the green little swivelly lines in it. There's all types of cancer that's swimming in that shit. You don't give a fuck what they put in that shit. Oh snap! Man, whenever you can get some soap, whenever you can get your soap at the dollar store or at a gas station, you know it ain't no good. Oh shit! You got me bugging, man. Oh snap! Oh man. But yeah, man, you can tell the difference, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, in the food that they eat, you know, we in our GGAS is whatever. Oh yeah. Woo, man. Yeah, man. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, man, you know, there's a difference between, you know, us and our GGASs. It's real talk in the names, you know what I'm saying? We name our children different, you know. In our GGASs, they name them children Shanae, Shaquita, and all the rest of that stuff, you know. Us blacks, you know, we try to keep it cultural, you know what I'm saying? We try to do some African names, but we can't do that. Then it's regular John, Larry, Scott, you know, regular Caucasian names, you know? But yeah, man, it's embarrassing, man. It really is, you know? The Generation X, you know, my generation, we are the last of the Mohicans. And I say that because, you know, the house parties, the block parties, you know, the cookouts, you know, the holidays like 4th of July, you know, Memorial Day weekend, you know, Juneteenth, you know, stuff like that, man. We used to have those in the 90s, you know, and then we never had any problems. Festivals and stuff like that, there were never any shootouts and stuff like that, you know. Seriously, like our criminals or our murderers or whatever you want to call them, it doesn't make sense, but to a certain extent, they were somewhat respectful. No lie. In other words, you know, there were certain codes and there was a code of conduct that these, you know, criminals would, you know, live by in the 90s. You couldn't shoot and all of that stuff and on Sunday because, you know, your grandmother, your mom, and the children would go to church and all of that stuff. They had a code of conduct. Nowadays, you ain't had that. So in other words, y'all don't know what it's like to live in black neighborhoods. Well, there ain't no black neighborhoods anymore. There's just hoods. Y'all don't know what it's like to be around a black, especially this generation. Y'all don't know what it's like to be around a bunch of black people and not worry or have a care in the world. Why? Because nowadays, people just getting shot for nothing. Here in Charlotte, right up the street from where I'm at. Well, not right up the street, but not too far from where I live at. You know, the 11 in the morning yesterday, they shot up the bus. Like, you can't even ride the public bus anymore. This is ridiculous. It just is. But I mean, come on, it's not far-fetched. The majority is not the minority here, but it really is black. It's kind of half and half here. And it's a shame to say. But wherever you go and there's a black city, or as Walter Lee Hampton II would say, you better coin that. Copyright that too, man. Real talk. Because you're on to something. copyright that, make sure you own it, because somebody's gonna take that. Real talk. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But just like your man Walter Lee Hampton said, it's wherever you go and there's Niggerville, you better keep it moving. You better keep it moving. You better keep it moving, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, problem solved. When I move out, when my lease is over and I move out there to the country, I know that they got, I'm gonna have my problems, my own problems. See, this is what y'all gotta understand. And this is what I've realized too. Out there in the country, you can live the life however you want to live it. You can live your life however you want to live it. The pros is you can do whatever. The cons is you got to be responsible for whatever. See, I'm an independent thinker. So becoming more independent and less government, less of someone to govern over me, less of someone to police me and all the rest of that shit, I'm good with that. No lie. I understand if I purchase a house, well, shit, more than likely I'm going to purchase a house. Doesn't make sense to continue renting. But I purchase a house, I'm going to be held liable for whatever, fixes, that the house needs to whatever needs to be fixed that may be broke or may break down. I know that there's disadvantages towards it. You know what I'm saying? That you're completely on your own out there. But I'd rather be in that situation and handle things. And I know some people may say, well, it's boring out there too. Ain't nothing to do. Well, goddamn it, let me tell you something. If you are bored spending time by yourself, you got a problem. You got a problem. That's real talk. Really think about that. Other than that, I'm going to find something to do. Man, I'm going to do what the regular country people do out there. That's ride ATVs, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. That's what I'm into. Go skinny dipping. Man, please. I'm doing it all. I'm growing my own food. I'm working out. Man, let me tell you something. That's real talk. If I was in a country right now, I would have a full schedule from the time I woke up till the time I went to sleep. The problem with you all is you don't know what to do with your fucking hands when the government doesn't have control over you. That's real talk. Remember that. Remember what I said. The problem is with some of you bored folks is you don't know what the hell to do with your hands when the government is not controlling you. That's why I'm changing parties. Real talk. And it ain't the blue. I should have worn a red shirt for this occasion. Out in the country, man, you still have some good people, some good folks out there. Real talk. And I realize that, these NIGGA cities, as well as just major regular cities. Damn, I don't want to say this shit. We just in denial, man. We're just in denial, and it's just that plain and simple. Like, I could tell you that the most of the crime that happens in America is by minorities. And I can tell you that most of the time, man, motherfuckers just trying to eat. And when you look at people that's stealing and killing because they trying to eat, you don't blame the people. I mean, they got to be held accountable. No lie. But ultimately, the blame goes up. Got to blame that government. That's how this system's supposed to work. We supposed to elect city officials into office in order that they govern over us, take care of us, while we're building America's infrastructure. So if your city officials are not taking care of you, then it's obvious that you're not voting the right ones in, one, and then two, also on top of that, your city officials may just be goddamn corrupt. So, yeah, man, just about everywhere I go where there's crime and corruption, it just seems as though that there's, if it ain't a black city, the majority of the people that's in that city are black, are minority. And it's just a shame where we're at as a race of people. Because, see, I know better. No, seriously, literally, I know better. I was that last generation to see real black love at its best. No lie. And I'm going to say this one last thing, then I'm done. I used to be part of a black cult. And we had this, well, I'll say, Dr. York, Malachi York, he ain't no doctor, but he used to call himself Dr. Malachi York. He had this compound, this land out in Easton, Georgia, 435 acres of land. You know what I'm saying? Lake in the back and all of that, right? We used to go down there every year for Savior's Day. And I'm telling you, yeah, even though it was a cult, even though we didn't know it was a cult, a lot of the members didn't know it was a cult. I didn't eat as well. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a cult, it was disguised as a black organization. Even though Dr. Malachi York was a cult leader, you didn't get that when you went down there for Savior's Day. Every year we would have Savior's Day, and it would be a whole week celebration. And you go on the land, you could spend the night on land, put a tent and all that stuff up there, man. I'm telling you, every year we used to go down there and they had pyramids and the beating up the drum ceremonies. We had things to do, for the kids and all the rest of that stuff. Every year we went down there, I'm telling you, and they would play like music. They would have speakers all over the land. We'd be playing cultural music, like just regular, of course, positive rap, soca music, merengue, just all of that. You know what I'm saying? Pasta Noose was down there one year. If I'm not mistaken, I think Erykah Badu. I literally seen Pasta Noose, or Pluck One, whatever his name is, from De La Soul. I've literally seen him down there. Couple of celebrities have gone down there. Outkast. Beautiful. Shit got fucked up. Why? Because, he wanted to start touching children. And they took the land. But, yeah, man, I used to go down there every year for those couple of days, and man, it was a beautiful thing. At one point in time, man, black people, it's hard to wrap that around your head right about now. But at one point in time, black people used to get along, even with the NIGGASs. And to be truthful with you, even if you're a regular black person, you know of an NIGGA. If you don't know of one, then you ain't black. For real, it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know of one, and either you're related to one. You know what I'm saying? Or, straight up, you once were one. Such as myself. A lot of people may ask, well, damn, how the hell you know a lot about the NIGGASs? I know a lot about them because I used to be one. And I know that, man, it's a difference. I'd rather be around real black folks than to be around those NIGGASs. So yeah, man, I'm gonna stay out in black cities, stay out of major cities, you know what I'm saying? And take my ass back to the country. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video. Peace.